You've been thinking it, but you haven't been hearing it. So get ready, because it's live, and things might get a little messy. Don't hold back, spit it out with Jayson Yessir. And now your host, Jayson Yessir.
All right. I always love that part right there. The crowd is always so excited for us to get started, every single week. Got a live audience here. The same old people.
Same old.
The same old. It's Jayson Yessir here, of course, in the Spit It Out Studios for you guys. Another week, another episode. And once again, we got Kyra in the building.
Hey, you guys.
Hey, you guys. Always so soft-spoken. I might have to hire your mic a little bit because I did notice last week a little bit here and there. You got to, speak up a little bit. It was a little too low. Not really. It was like a couple parts here and there that was kind of low, but not much. Yeah, so last week we put an episode out. We was back finally, and we back again. It's kind of warm in here, is it?
It's good to me.
I think it's because I got these sweats on. It might be. I'm not sure. I don't know. The AC will kick on at some point. But yeah, I'm usually not the one feeling pretty hot, Usually
cold.
Are you the same here? I'm always usually cold too. Yeah, my body temp is like always freezing. I'm not excited for tomorrow. I'm doing this like trade show event, and it's gonna be indoors, and I know it's gonna be cold. And they even said too, they was like, oh, you could have like long sleeve shirt, but I'm probably gonna wear short sleeve still. Anyways, let's get right into it because we ain't gonna be all boring and shit. We didn't want to hear about what I got going on tomorrow, so we're gonna have to dive right up into it and let them know what's going on today. How's your day been so far?
It was busy.
Busy?
Yeah, it was pretty busy work.
Yeah. Hey.
No, like seriously, I'm really tired. But we about to get it right.
Let's cheers again. Let's get right into it. This is how we're gonna get started.
Get started. Come on.
Be careful because these glasses are expensive. These are crystal. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I didn't do much. I did actually. You came by a little bit earlier, and I was telling you I was doing laundry and stuff. Mm-hmm. So that's really it. Finally, fold those clothes. That's the biggest thing. Always, I have a problem with like folding. Do you enjoy doing laundry?
Yeah, it's cool. I hang all my stuff in my closet, but right now it's all clean in the basket. I'm always doing something. Like I don't have time.
Yeah.
So we gonna make time for that.
Like I'll do loads of a bunch of loads in that, but then I leave it in the dryer and then I like pick through the dryer here and there.
Goodness.
Until I'm finally like, okay, let me go ahead and let me actually fold this shit and get this done. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I'm good about it. It's usually like, yeah, leave it in the dryer, or I'll take it all out and throw it on top of the bed. But then it's like time to go to bed, and then I'm like just trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this pile now. I'm going to put it back in the dryer. I'm going to put it to the side. What I'm going to do. But no, I ended up taking care of it all today. So that's good. And then I ended up washing a bunch of my bed stuff. So bed sheets and comforters, all that, pillowcases and stuff. So that's good as well. That I just like, basically washed whatever I can, did some towels, all that.
Sunday's my wash days.
Oh, you have a designated day to wash?
This is when I wash everything. Like, yes.
See, I don't have a designated day that I do like laundry. I just, whenever I feel like it needs to be done, then I do it at that time. But then sometimes I feel like I also get like in the mood, like I said, like I'll do one thing and I'm like, okay, now what else can I wash? And just start doing a whole bunch of loads after. But then again, that makes me, I feel, put stuff away and fold because
it's a smaller load.
No, but I gotta, once I put it in the dryer, I gotta use the dryer again to put the next load. So it's like, what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna just keep piling up a whole bunch of shit everywhere,
Right.
So I did the bed stuff and all. That makes me actually, now I'm thinking about it, and I washed the bed sheets, all that stuff. How do you feel about eating on your bed?
I mean,
that sounded like a.
No, but all just aside, like, I get what you said about eating in the bedroom. I don't know.
I'm talking about food.
Yeah. Well, hold up. Wait a minute.
We talk about food. Eating in the bedroom. We talking about food right now.
No, like, I know you're talking about eating in the bed, but I have a habit of standing up and eating in the kitchen. Like, I will literally stand at the counter and just be eating. But, hell, I got a king-size bed. It's like everything is on that other side of the bed and just, like, my little stuff.
So you have the room. Yeah.
Yes.
I know some people feel weird about that, like that eating in the room or eating on the bed and all, or thinking like, oh, some people even like that's nasty or whatever. But I guess if you're like making a mess or you got crumbs and all that shit everywhere, then that's a different thing. Yeah. But what you just said, eating, standing up in the kitchen.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
My mom used to hate that. Like when we would literally like back in the house when she would cook or whatever, and my brother would do it a lot, honestly. He would or even my dad would do it, but they wouldn't like sit down and just eat. And she's like, can you like at least enjoy the meal? Like, can you take it and go sit down at like the table or whatever and not just be standing up at the counter eating? So you do that a lot?
Well, yeah, normally because like I'm always doing something, and then if I sit down, I am in the house, like I'm stationed. So I don't want to get comfortable. So
Yeah.
standing up
I try to
do something.
I try to enjoy it now though, like especially too when I'm like make a whole meal or whatever. I'd be like, all right, let me try to enjoy it, sit down. But I'll like sit at my dining room table, but then other times too sit at the
breakfast bar,
like that, or like I say, I'm guilty too. I'll go and sit in my bed because if I'm gonna sit in my bed, it's because I'm most of the time like watching something, and I'd rather be comfortable like in my bed watching something off the computer and then eating like right there. But if I'm also do you have to watch something when you eat?
I don't even watch TV for real. It
Oh,
has
really?
to be something that I'm really interested in order for me to watch TV. Like I would turn it on and the TV will watch me. I will go to sleep. I can't even watch movies. Let me tell you.
See,
in a movie theater.
I feel like I have to watch something, like especially I'll listen to music. I love playing music all day long or whatever, right? So I'll listen to a bunch of music and stuff while I'm cooking, getting everything set. But then once it's time for like me to eat, I like turn the music off and I'm like, okay, now I need to watch something. So I'll bring like the laptop to the table or whatever, or if I'm watching off the projector, but I'm like, I have to watch something while I eat. I don't know what it is. I guess it's just more so like I could listen to music too, but I'd rather watch something while I'm eating.
Baby, I'm gonna eat. I don't eat watching.
You focus on the food. Okay. She said, I'm gonna eat. Yeah, I don't know. Tell me how do you prepare your food and then you watch something to eat, or you just gonna eat it on up, or what? Or do you eat in your bedroom too? And like I said, we talking about food. All right, so I did send you a couple of topics beforehand because we're gonna be a little professional. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna put a couple of topics out and everything, and we're gonna talk about it. No, but I wanted to talk about recently that I seen, and we're not gonna like dive so much into what the relationship was and all that. It was just more so opinion wise and certain things. And recently, it's been announced that Kim Kardashian and Pete Davidson had split after 9 months. So you didn't even know this because you were earlier. So like before we started recording, you were like, "Oh, that's who she was dating." Like you didn't even know. So you thought she was still with Kanye?
No, I knew she wasn't with him, but I really don't be keeping up with these celebrities.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you, especially them.
Yeah, I don't know unless the headline comes up because I could care less too about. And that's what I'm saying. Like I don't really want to.
I don't even know why they broke up. Why did they break up?
I heard it the other day actually on the radio because I didn't read the article and see as the reason why they broke up. But supposedly the reason is allegedly that she couldn't do the long distance, and Pete Davidson right now is in Australia. And he is, I think, like filming a show or a movie or something. And I guess the long distance was too much for her. But I'm like, wasn't you used to this anyways? Like,
girl, if you don't go over there and see your nigga.
But wasn't she used to this to begin with? Because Kanye West, he wasn't like, he would go all over the place, do shows and concerts or whatever, right?
Maybe
so
love
like,
just wasn't there like she was feeling him. But I mean, if they broke up, it just obviously.
But I didn't think it was going to last to begin with. But what really leads me into this whole topic and discussion, what I wanted to know your opinion and stuff was, Pete Davidson early on when they were like just recently started, he had got Kim's name tattooed on him. And then he also got like a bunch of the kids' initials tattooed on him as well.
Oh, wow.
So this raises the question, what I wanted to know, how do you feel about getting a partner's name tattooed? This is something that would you do or no, or would you be okay with them doing it, or like how do you feel about that whole thing? Like you're not married or anything, or even if you was, but
I'm okay with them doing it.
I'm asking about your opinion.
No, seriously.
About them doing it, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You're saying your partner, like,
yeah,
okay.
If you want to to get a tattoo? Go ahead, you can do that by all means. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that. And then before you ask me, how would I feel about that if I would do that? At first, I was gonna say he can get it covered up.
Which he has first off, this guy is not like he had just had their name. He got a whole bunch of tattoos.
Right.
So it's probably more like can you find it more so? Like you probably you wouldn't even be able to know where the tattoo is to begin with.
If no one knew exactly what it meant, then they wouldn't have known.
Yeah, unless if it was pointed out or whatever. Because like I said, he's pretty much covered up or has just a whole bunch, so it's not like it stands out as much. But so you would be okay if someone then got your name tattooed?
Yeah, I don't care.
But you're not getting theirs?
Nope.
Okay, and even if like y'all was married for like 10 years or something?
I mean, it's a different story. I don't have tattoos.
You don't?
No, I don't.
None at all?
I do not.
Why did I think you had a tattoo?
I don't.
What, you don't want a tattoo or you don't care for what?
I used to want a sleeve. I still do want a sleeve.
But what making you have what is making you not, like, what's stopping you from getting it?
Well, just a long time ago with the modeling thing, and then everybody's like, "Oh, don't mark your body up." But right now, it's a lot of people that have tattoos since they're models. So,
but you can cover it up.
Yeah, that too.
Like makeup, cover it up or whatever. Yeah, there's always. But see, there's also a bunch of people that have gotten it in the past. Like, I remember, actually, I remember speaking of Pete Davidson that he was supposedly getting some removed early on. That he was starting to get some removed. But I've also heard of that too. I think 50 Cent had did that. Because he was getting tired of getting it covered up. A couple of these actors and stuff, and that when they're playing these roles, and then they spend hours and hours in the makeup chair getting it covered up. So then they get tired of it. So they'll even then try to see how to like get rid of it. So I believe 50 Cent did that where he was starting to get some laser removed because it was just too much time spent in the makeup chair. Because they'd be in there for 5-6 hours before they even start shooting or whatever, like just getting their tattoos covered up. But I personally wouldn't myself either. I'm not getting nobody's name or anything like that tattooed. Now, how about like a matching tattoo? That's not like name wise, but say you got like a symbol or something like that.
I mean, that's cool.
You think that's fine?
That's okay.
She's like, I guess so. Okay, how about then? I've seen this also where people, instead of getting rings, they'll get yeah.
I know exactly what
you like that idea?
I mean, yeah, that's cool, but nah, I don't want my...
And you don't want on your hands and stuff, tattoos? Okay. She said, give me that ring.
I don't want to mark my hands.
Yeah. That's what I always felt like, too, about my hands-wise or whatever. Anything. All my tattoos that I have are really not visible. They're covered. Unless I'm taking my clothes off, that's the only time you can see it. But besides then, like, you really can't. Except for now, like, certain shorts I wear, whatever, the ones that have kind of on my thighs.
That one, I like that tattoo.
And the one, like, above my knee, like that. Now you can see. But that was my latest one that I've got in that, like I said, is more visible on top of my knee. But before that, all my other ones were pretty hidden, like, really hidden. But, yeah, I just never been the type, really, to have super visible. But now, as I get older and get more and more, that I'm sure they're going to be more visible. But I don't know about the hand wise and all that. And I always want it on my arms and stuff, but my arms still just trying to work this out. My arms are too small to be getting some tattoos.
Relax.
I need to put more. I need more space to work with. These are too small. I need more space to work with. So that first got to work out and do that before I can put anything on my arms. But yeah, no, the partner thing about getting that matching tattoos, and see, it didn't even work out. They lasted 9 months or so, and
that's what I was saying about a lot of these women. They be getting these niggas' name big on their body, like.
And the thing too, like I said, he got then the kids' name or kids' initials. That's doing too much. They're not even your kids.
Nope.
Speaking of cover ups and all that, have you seen before the post where the guy had like a name and then it looked like a paint roller was covered, like he got it covered up, but it was like a paint roller. That's cool. Yeah, but then he got like the name again and another paint. He had like fucking 4 paint rollers. Like I don't know if he kept on getting the same name or whatever, but it was just like one after another. It was down on his whole side too.
That's crazy.
I'm like, after the second time, third time, you should know better, and not be getting another name. But yeah, tattoos, you know, that's another thing. But you got to get one. Do you know what you would get? What? Do you want to share? No.
I mean, it's a gun.
A gun? Okay. Where at?
Probably like just somewhere on the side.
Like down on your side or whatever?
Not down like that.
Oh.
But yeah.
Okay.
Just, yeah.
Where?
It's like really just like right here. Just,
Oh, across. Oh, okay. Not the like long way, but the like horizontal, not vertical. Okay. And that's it, or are you thinking of anything else?
No, I want to start kind of small.
Well, small, you talking about been a gun? That ain't small.
Yeah, no. It has to be a certain size if I want detail.
Okay.
Yeah, because
You just want like really the gun being detailed, or just more so like the outline like of it?
the gun. But it's supposed to be a certain way. I'm not going into details on how I want it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I have pictures. And
She don't want people to steal her ideas. What I'm assuming. She's like,
Yeah, I have like little pictures of it.
No, I feel you, because that's how it was a lot with my tattoos. I never really wanted to share either exactly what I wanted, just in case I always, like, oh, someone else tries to get it or whatever. But you always think you're some type of original. Someone else got it out there anyways.
Somewhere.
Yeah. So. Breaking the set already. Go ahead. She ready feeling that wine. Just pour the glass. All right. So another thing I was going to speak about, and I wanted to know your opinion on this as well. Now, recently, it has came out that John Leguizamo is speaking out against James Franco, and you probably like, who the fuck are the people? I'm sure you don't even know who they are.
I think I did take a glance at one of those. Aren't they like actors?
They are actors, yeah.
Cool. See,
So
I don't really know at hand because I don't watch movies like that. But
you was just there before we even started recording. You're like, I seen this movie, I seen this movie, I seen this movie.
This is recent. And I did it because it's like my friend's birthday. Other than that, I don't go to the movies.
Okay. She was naming all the movies on top of the list that just came out, and now all of a sudden she don't watch shit. I don't know what to believe.
The previews in the movie theater.
So John Leguizamo recently has came out speaking against James Franco, more so to the fact that James Franco is going to be playing an actor that is a different race. So it's basically he's gonna be playing Fidel Castro. So what Fidel Castro's Cuban, right? So he's gonna be playing him, but James Franco is white. Now he's saying that role should be going to someone that's Latin and not him being white. And he's like, nothing against James Franco or whatever. He don't have anything against him, but it's just the point of like, why can't you get someone of that race or similar to it to play it?
Didn't we talk about something like this too at the last video? Because
what? Fill me in, did we?
You were talking about like the casting calls that you were doing, and then it had the roles that was open, and they was looking for a certain person.
Oh. But I don't think we talked about it on camera, did we?
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
One or the other. Anyway.
Whatever. So, so I want to know how you feel about that too, and what you think. Now, I have my opinion, and I'll let you know what my opinion is. But I want to know what you're thinking about it. But before we get into that, we're going to have the commercials already 20 minutes up. Oh, damn. But if you guys definitely want to hear the rest of it, make sure audio only. Go ahead and check us out on Castbox, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music. You can subscribe on there as well. Google Podcasts, JasonYessir.com. But the first 20 minutes of every episode, of course, is on YouTube.com/JasonYessir. And of course, you can always give us a call too, 551-333-7748. That's 551-333-SPIT. And right there, you can leave a comment, message, suggestion, or anything what else possibly on your mind, and maybe we'll put it on the show. But let's go to commercial break real quick. We'll be back, and I want to hear your opinion, what you think about other actors playing different races that's not their race. And we're going to get into that, all right?